All right, so I just wanted to make this video for anybody with the top Rc P-47 that wants to go to the Electron retracts, which I highly recommend. You're going to have to do some modifications. So now this is my second one, I'm doing this one for a friend. I made 3D printed up this jig, and that'll let the Electron sit in there where it needs to. So the dimensions are 13 millimeters from this back edge. That way you have clearance for your door. And when you do that, I don't know what, I haven't really compared them, but the geometry is different, I think, between the pivot point and the distance here. So you have to move this forward. And because of the trunnion length, you have to take off. So you got to turn down your strut. So I took these to my shop and turned them down. I think it's 15 millimeter. So you can see here that, I mean, you want a really nice fit. These, if you pull them out, you can hear the vacuum, but they're pretty much a size for size slip fit. That way there's no play in there. So you'll take 25 millimeters off of the original face. Now the trunnion's deeper, so you can leave your stem longer. So I left these 27. I think you have a roughly 28.5 millimeters of depth, but I like some clearance because I want to sit on this face here. So I leave this 27 millimeters, diameter's 15, and from your original length, you're going to turn off 25 millimeter. And that, otherwise, if you don't, your wheel's sticking out too far here, and it'll interfere with that pocket in the fuselage. So you have 43 millimeters, if I remember correctly, of depth. So the way that this geometry works out, from the edge of this wing, from the edge of this wing to the tire is 40. So you have 3 millimeters of clearance, and that's not much. So the downside of doing this is you are losing right about an inch of ground clearance. I'm running a 28 inch by 16, and that's still working fine. The only other way, if you want to leave the stock length, you're going to have to cut into this wing, make new gear doors, you know, if you want to get into it, there's plenty of room in here to do it. If I do another one where I have more time, I think I would rather go that route and then just cut this back 13 to 15 millimeter. And make just so you know, I think on one of my other videos I have how I came up with a hinge system for the doors that is really great. So I recommend watching that. I would probably just move that framework that I designed back, and I would just design a new gear door, add the length to that, paint it, and that would kind of be the best scenario. But anyhow, I just want to give a heads up to anybody that wants to go to the Electrons. Once you do it, though, you're gonna love them. They're absolutely wonderful, night and day, better than these flimsy. I mean, they're really soft aluminum. These tabs will bend. If you have, I mean, you don't even have to have a hard landing, and you're gonna end up bending these things, especially if you're landing on a grass field. They just get tweaked, and yeah, they just don't. They're not junk, but they're not as good as they could be. Well, let's put it that way. You will be replacing them or bending them back like I did several times. Now I've gone to Electron, no issues. They're solid billet aluminum, I believe 70 series, so much harder material.